This Scottish king was so unpopular he lay in an unmarked grave for centuries until he was exhumed by Queen Victoria. This is Grave Tales from Scotland, Part 8. James III came to the throne in 1460 at just 9 years old, after his father, James II, accidentally blew himself up with a cannon at Roxburgh. By the time James was old enough to rule in his own right, Scotland was weary of his ways. He preferred art, music and architecture to war, dabbled in astrology, the occult and alchemy. He kept astrologers and magicians at court, surrounded himself with low-born favourites, and all of this angered the nobles. It fueled gossip that he cared more about fancy clothes and magic than ruling. Beyond the court, he was widely unpopular. The Scots resented his heavy taxes during hard times, his desire for a union with England, and his general ineffective leadership. His reign was marked by chaos, plots and rebellions. It was said he fell out with pretty much everyone, including his own brothers. One of them was executed and another may have been killed on his orders. Eventually, the nobles rose up against him, with his own son, Prince James, later James IV, an apparent reluctant leader of the rebellion against his father. It all came to a head at the Battle of Sauchieburn in 1488, where James met some sort of an end. His mysterious death fueled years of speculation. Some people claimed he was thrown from his horse and carried into a cottage, only for a passing soldier to stab him when he realised who he was. Others claim he was killed while seeking sanctuary at a mill. It's generally agreed now that he died in battle, but the circumstances are still debated. Propaganda at the time tried to divert the blame from his son. But whatever did happen, James IV would carry the weight of guilt for his role in the uprising, haunted by what happened at Sauchieburn, and he reportedly wore an iron belt as penance for the rest of his life. James III was buried at the high altar of Cambuskenneth Abbey in Stirling, but as the abbey fell into ruin, he was forgotten. That was until excavations uncovered remains believed to be his. Queen Victoria, fascinated by this story, had a grand memorial built in 1865. He's buried here with his wife, Margaret of Denmark. So here lies one of Scotland's most unpopular kings, just feet away from the rumoured grave of one of her most beloved heroes, William Wallace, who was executed more than 180 years before him. Now, if you were surprised at all by the amount of Jameses in this story, well, let me tell you, there are plenty more where they came from.